Coach, what are some of the biggest things that you're looking for going into fall camp? Like, what are some things you want the guys to improve on or work on the most?
Physicality is one, understanding like what it looks like to play Utah, like watching the film. Like I'm going to show them the film of how Utah plays perimeter screens and how if you don't get your mind right and you throw a perimeter screen or put the ball in the perimeter versus Utah, you may have a hat to block them, but that dude's going to knock you backwards. So I would say the physicality of what it takes and the identity of what it takes to actually win this league, and right now they're the gold standard, they're the Pac-12 champs, and they've been doing it at that level for a long time. So one thing that I want to see physicality. I want to see guys hit. I want to see guys play with a passion.
I just think going about with assignments and your alignments and finishing, just doing those things because I think it's repetitive from a play standpoint, but I just wanted to make sure we take and prepare at practice and finish practice and be committed to the best that we can do on every quality rep. And so that's what I'm going to focus on going into the fall camp.
I would say just like the same thing. I think just building off each other as well, being able to like click offensively and defensively, the play calls and stuff like that. Just being physical at the end of the day. That's something Coach Gillian harped on. Just being physical at the point of attack.
I think we want to be more physical as a team. We want to be more violent, go and oppose our will more in the run game. We did a good job towards the end of camp being physical in the run game, being physical on the perimeter, blocking, going to big guys out. We want to take that next step during fall camp with physicality.
Mentally tough. I think in the past, that's just really what we lacked. I feel like sometimes when these get tough, when we get tired, however you want to say that, I feel like not that people give up, or some people do give up, but I feel like as a team as a whole, like we need to stick together. We need to work through it. We need to do that now, so that once fall camp ends during the season, when times get tough, when we're outside at 10 at night, it's still 100 degrees, and the other team's tired, we're still ready to go and ready to work.
I'd just say we just got to improve on the chemistry right now. We're a new team. We're getting close, but as of right now, we're actually getting really close for a team that hasn't been together only about 6 months and stuff. So just improvement, like just every day, just that chemistry. So I feel like this fall camp's going to really help, and I feel like we're on a really good trajectory right now.
Yeah, I think just to continue to build on the physicality of the position. We want to be that group that the offense can run behind, whether it's the goal line or it's 31. We know we got guys that can go downfield and make plays on the ball, things like that. But we want to add a physical element to our run game that brings some toughness to our team. I think really good offenses have physical downhill run games. And I think to have that, you've got to have physical tight end play. So I think as we go into fall camp, that's going to be something that we really emphasize because we know we're going to make plays. We got guys that can make guys miss and go get the ball and break tackles and all that stuff. But yeah, in the core, in the run game, getting after DNs and getting after linebackers and finishing blocks, that's really, to me, that's the willingness and toughness that sets you apart.
I think the biggest thing for us is just developing a culture and setting it because, even like you said, Coach Dilly is a new coach, but like at the end of the day, like some of us are going to be gone after this year. So I think it's establishing a culture that's going to carry on through the next couple of years of the program, and just in order that it starts in fall camp, getting our the players that want to play, the guys that are going to be successful and ready to go. So I think going to fall camp, our biggest message is just get ready to come out and play and get ready to win a bunch of ball games. So that's the one thing we're focused on right now.
I think we just need to be able to have more leaders. I think when adversity hits and when stuff hits the fan, people start to blame each other, but we don't really don't win games like that. So if we were able to listen to one voice, one leader, and we all fall in and we all buy into what he's talking about, then we'll be fine.
I mean, there's always room for improvement, but I feel like we just need to get better each and every day.
I would say just chemistry. Like I said, I think we have so many new guys from spring ball and then so many guys from summer. So just team chemistry. So try to get that as good as possible this fall camp before we go into the season.
Really the one thing is just our effort. We really want to have a defense that runs the football and runs with passion the ball. And, that's something I think we instilled, and we laid a really good foundation this spring. We just want to continue to take the next step forward with that. As we get closer to the season and we actually start playing some football games, our guys are going to see just how many more plays they can make, how many more impactful plays they can make that can impact the outcome of the football game just by the effort that they play with. And, we have a system and we have a way of being able to play multiple guys on defense while playing with the effort that we expect, and come the end of August, it's gonna be really fun to see just all us put that together for 4 quarters.
Just playing hard. Just playing hard. I know you're going to make mistakes. We know that. But just getting them to understand the defense, fly around, keeping everything, pretty simple so they can understand it and go. But just playing hard. Getting everything, giving me your all, giving me your best. That's what we look for.
I think I want them to be consistent, our effort to be consistently good, if that makes sense. Not occasionally great, but consistently good. I know everybody wants us to talk about tackling and scheme and all that stuff, but in my experience in this defense and what we do, if we get 11 guys on the field playing as hard as they can, we're going to create more negative plays than big plays happen on the offense.
I don't really know too much how we're going to do until we put on the pads, so I'll have to see how we do, in fall camp to really know how good we're going to be. But from what I'm seeing in the weight room, I'm liking everything I'm seeing.
Like, we can really work on communication a lot better, but once we do that, we'll be as tight as glue, without a doubt.
Yeah, I just want our guys to be super competitive at the catch point. It's going to be a huge emphasis. I feel like being in Phoenix, being in Tempe, and the weather and the conditions that we have out here is going to give our guys, from a defensive back standpoint, a lot of opportunities. I mean, you go out there and you see sunshine and blue skies as a cornerback, as a DB. That the conditions are right for you to get a lot of action. So I want guys to be competitive at the catch point. I know they're going to have opportunities to make a play, given the game, and I want our guys to be really competitive at the catch point on a consistent basis, and don't panic.
And as a team, I feel like what we can improve on is just like every day, every day, like we've been bringing like this type of culture, this vibe, and like everybody just coming in the building happy, like excited and ready to compete. And I just want, like, for when fall camp starts, that we just keep that going, like keep that same energy, that same vibe, that same competitive nature with us, and I think we'll be good.
The consistency of execution overall. I just think that we did a lot of really nice things in the spring, but really being in the playbook and consistently executing what their job requirements are.
Playing together. I say the first couple of groups were real smooth, but it's just about making sure our depth, operate at the same pace that we can.
I would say it's a hard one. I would say just all of us improving on the offensive level and defensive level, and just having more team chemistry as well.